No more humanity means no more evil. It means no more suffering, no more war, no more murder, no more famine, no more stealing, no more rape, no more evil. Humanity will never change. I've come to understand that, to believe that, and in my opinion, see the truth. I believe that's the truth. That humanity, yes, can do some good, but there will always be more holocausts. There will always be more and more and more murder and rape and destruction and suffering. It won't ever end until humanity is gone. And for that reason, I've dedicated my life, I've dedicated all my time to figuring out how to bring an end to the human race. And ever since I was very young, I've always had a fascination with the dark arts, with philosophy and psychology and neurology. That mainly sprung up out of certain things to do with certain people when I was younger. That helped me to understand the true nature of humanity. But on top of that, I thanks to my autism, I have always had a fascination with science and in particular technology, technological science, electronic science. And ever since I was young, I've been studying different technologies, and I spent nearly my whole life studying nuclear weapons. It's always been an interest of mine. And well, no, I'll save that for near the end of the video. Something special I wanted to reveal. But I've always had an interest in nuclear weapons because of their ability to destroy and to kill. And so I have, ever since I discovered a man named Edward Teller, I became absolutely infatuated with nuclear weapons. When I learned that weapons could be made almost smaller or the same size as Tsar Bomba, but being made yet more powerful. After I learned about Edward Teller and his creations, or at least creations on paper, his blueprints that he created, I realized that we're just on the tip of the iceberg. Our technology, especially nuclear technology, is at its primordial phase, or maybe not primordial, but at least very primitive phase currently. And Edward Teller, he designed, or what was trying to design, something called the sundial, which is I think it could potentially in real life be a fully functional thermonuclear weapon, so powerful that it could create an explosion hundreds of times, if the math is correct, dozens of times more powerful than Tsar Bomba. And it's a 10 gigaton warhead. And basically, using the math and science that I've been studying over the well over the past decade, that I've been looking into nuclear weapons, I've been able to, in theory, design weapons that are thousands of times, if not tens of thousands of times, more powerful than Tsar Bomba, which is exactly what's needed to ignite the atmosphere on fire, melt the polar cap, melt the North and South Pole, melt the vaporize the oceans, crack entire continents. I believe that I'm on to something new, something far more horrific, but yeah, beautiful. Um, and I I'll leave that part out. I was going to say something about it's that part. I'll leave that out. But I've been trying to develop, with the help of AI, new nuclear technologies and new neuro weapons and bioweapons that are thousands, millions of times more powerful, more potent than anything else that has ever existed, even in theory. And And thanks to AI, I've been able to do this. I couldn't have achieved what I've already achieved without the help of AI. And part of the reason why I'm sharing this publicly is because I want people to understand. I want people to see what their creations for good will get them. You know, people using technology to do good, to do what's right, will typically only leave them, with wealth and pride and arrogance and doing evil and wrong, and their technology turning against them and making them suffer. Technology, I think, is good, but I don't think it's great. I think it's good at best, and so I want to use humanity, some of humanity's technologies against itself, in a sort of ironic theatrical performance, using AI to create weapons millions and billions of times more powerful than what already exists, as sort of like an ironic gesture towards the human race. And I think that it's completely I think it's completely acceptable. And currently, with all of the research I've done, all the different AI I've used, all the information I've collected over the past decade and a half, that I've been deeply studying every aspect of particular technology, nuclear technologies and weapons. All the years I've spent studying extremely unique and particular things, along with using AI constantly, to figure out certain calculations I'm not intelligent enough to create or figure out. I've been able to come up with already potential technologies hundreds of thousands of times more powerful than what already currently exists when it comes to neuroweapons and nuclear weapons, and well, thermonuclear weapons and neuroweapons, and other things as well. And I think that with this technology, we can destroy humanity, and we can finally bring peace to the world. And I think that, though it might sound evil, I think that, in the long run, I think it will be for the best. And what's fascinating is I've always had an intrigue. I've always had an interest in the number six ever since I was very young. And I don't know why. I don't know why I always had an interest with an intrigue in the number six. But I developed OCD when I was very young, and this intrigue in the number six came about randomly from my OCD. And I used this number six, to develop all sorts of different thermonuclear weapons and neuro weapons that are extremely potent and far more deadly than anything else, in theory at least. And the number six is a special number to me, and I don't know how this came about from my OCD. I don't know if it has something to do with certain events or locations, or things that I've heard in the past that might have made the OCD, um, you know, um, grasp onto that particular number. I'm not sure. Neurology is extremely complicated. There's no way I'll ever figure it out. I don't think, but the number six has helped me. For some reason, it's helped me find different ways to develop, in theory, these super powerful weapons, and I think that that's very fascinating. And I've read the Bible for the past few months. I've been really studying the Bible and looking into it, and I found some fascinating correlations, between certain numbers, and certain sentences referring to certain things, and its correlation to the present day. There's some very fascinating things that I've come across, and I think that perhaps I might play a role in the Great Tribulation in the end times. Maybe not, but it's I feel like it's all coming together. It's all like a puzzle, and I'm slowly putting it together. I'm slowly piecing it all together, but I think there's some correlation between my obsession with the number six and my obsession with weapons of mass destruction, and my obsession with the Bible and different events going on in the world. It feels like it's all coming together, and I have an idea as to what particular things might be being pieced together. I'm not too sure yet, but I think it's all coming together, and I think I know where this leads. I think I know what's going to happen, and it's starting to all make sense. But it doesn't seem likely to me. It doesn't seem very likely that what I think is going to happen will happen, but we'll see. So, yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say in this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos. I make some great content.